Ladybugs, the dandies of the insect world. Beautiful, colorful, beloved by children. But like anything else in nature, they must always beware. There are dangers in the garden. Welcome to Mike's Gaming Gala. I'm Mike, and this week we're looking at Ladybug Arcade for the Atari 2600, published by Champ Games. Ladybug Arcade comes in a professionally printed box with a full-color manual, mini poster, and of course, a new injection molded cartridge. This is also available as a digital download purchase, should you want that cheaper option. This is one of their older releases, but Champ Games is widely considered to be the king of the Atari world. Being one of the games that helped them establish that reputation, I'm looking forward to it. Let's take a look. After the splash screen, we get a title screen that gives us the option of playing a 1 or 2 player game, as well as your difficulty setting. Once you do that, you get to choose your maze layout, and then you're into the game. Ladybug Arcade is a port of Ladybug, which itself was one of a long line of Pac-Man-style maze games that came out following Pac-Man's success. The goal is to collect all the flowers in any given level, which are represented here as dashes. But as you'll soon find out, there's a lot more to Ladybug than just collecting these. The biggest game mechanic is a series of rotating doors that you can pass through. Moving through these will change the layout of the maze, as enemies following you can't use them. If you plan things properly, this allows you to create safe zones where you can clear all the flowers in a section without having to worry too much about the other bugs. Speaking of the other bugs, if we're comparing this to Pac-Man, they act as the ghosts and need to be avoided at all costs. These guys are pretty tame at first, but as you progress, they'll get more and more aggressive. They emerge from the center of the screen, but thankfully, you'll know exactly when the next enemy will be making its way to the playfield, because surrounding the screen is a green bar that acts as a timer. Every time this bar makes it all around and back to its starting point, a new bug will enter the screen from the nest in the middle. You can use this timer to judge when it may or may not be safe to dart past the middle of the playfield. Around each maze, there will be a variety of items scattered around, some good and some bad. First are the skulls. As you might figure, these mean death for anything that touches them. Avoid them with your ladybug and try to coax your enemies to run into them. Next, you'll see letters and hearts. These will provide an instant reward of points, but also let you work towards greater rewards. At the top of the screen, you'll see 3 colored boxes: Special, Extra, and a times 2, 3, and 5. All of the good items in the maze change color on a rotation, and when collecting them, you'll want to try to collect them when they match the color of what you're shooting for. For Special and Extra, you're trying to spell the words, so picking up a letter when it's either red or yellow will apply that letter to the corresponding word. The hearts are for the blue box. This is the most immediate modifier, so if you're a pro going for the most points, you should try to collect the blue hearts first. The times 2, 3, and 5 are multipliers for points gotten after you've reached those levels. When you spell the yellow extra, you get an extra life as well as this fun little cutscene. Spelling Special gives you the opportunity to grab massive points in a special harvest. Race around and collect all the veggies you can for huge bonus points. The green bar around the maze acts as your timer. Back to the main play screen, there's one more thing you can do to get the most points possible. Allowing all the bugs to leave the nest in the middle and roam the maze will reveal a vegetable left in there. It's dangerous, but if you can get it, big time points. If you're playing 2-player, the second player can actually play as the bugs if they want to. The player controlling the bugs gets to control one bug at a time, and the bug that it is changes each time a new one enters the screen. Unfortunately, I didn't have my buddy to play with me this time, but if you do play this mode, player 2 operates the bug that's flashing. Finally, like most Champ Games ports, there's a challenge mode. There's a few minor differences in play, but the biggest is the addition of a new enemy type, the spider. The spider can open doors, which if you're a seasoned ladybug player, can be terrifying. Keep playing level after level with the bugs getting faster and more aggressive until, finally, you lose your last ladybug, entering your high score for bragging rights. And that's Ladybug Arcade for the Atari 2600. So what did I think? It's awesome. Ladybug has always been one of my favorite maze games. Better than any Pac-Man, better than Mousetrap, really up there with the best of this style of game. This doesn't add a lot of extra to the source material, but it's definitely a wonderful port and brings everything from the original arcade to the 2600 and presents it beautifully. If you're looking for quality, you really can't go wrong with Champ Games, and Ladybug Arcade delivers on everything you could want from it. Highly recommended. Thank you for watching my video, I hope you liked it, and thank you so much to my channel members. I appreciate the support so much. As always, my contact info is in the description, and we'll see you next time on Mike's Gaming Gala.